Now, I'm going to keep this guy exploring. Actually, you know what? This guy, I'm going to have a second Pathfinder spawning on my capital very soon. So, I don't want to be going too far to the top left of the screen. I'm going to take this one back down here, I think. And hopefully I'll run into Harold and his, base will be down here, which means that the whole of the left of the screen I'll have a bunch of ruins that I can very happily take to myself. Here we go. Okay, so there's lots of jungle around here, some resources. Actually, I'm not doing too badly for it's mostly elephants and it's mostly incense. I've got a few sheep and deer, but those aren't as important. It's really this mine. And I'm worried, actually, if I'm not quick, this city-state is actually going to absorb the mine. But it's a military city-state. Now, I don't like military city-states. I can see their uses, but they aren't as helpful as others. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on him. I might end up taking that over. Now, I tend to take a bit of a, expansionist, go crazy on the city's approach at the start. You build yourself one Pathfinder. Oh, we're on 2 citizens, which means I can start building settlers. So I'm going to jump straight into settlers. I'm going to build myself as quickly as I can. And because when you're building settlers, your city, it can't grow and it can't shrink. So obviously, keeping it as it is not going to help me. So I'm going to switch to production focus. The problem is that the game, it doesn't quite understand the fact that citizens don't... As long as you're building a settler, your city cannot shrink in size. It seriously can't shrink. Even if it's not getting enough food in, there's nothing it can do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my citizens off and I'm going to manually force them to put down on production wielding tiles like this. And that gives me the benefit of upping the production. Now, I'm sure, actually, the game has figured what I'm doing and it's not going to give me any benefit. But I like forcing it to give myself as much production as possible. It gives me 2 gold per tile as well. I've upped my gold to 7 a turn. That's nice. So I'll keep with that whilst it grows. 23 turns. It's extreme, but, we'll live with it for now. And actually, if I get myself another ruin, I can give myself another citizen for my capital. It's growth without actually having to grow at all. So it could work very well for me. And actually, if you look at the screen here, 22 turns on settler. I'm keeping an eye on my tech. Masonry comes in 16. So actually, I might be able to switch to the pyramids within a few turns either side of getting my second settler. So another ruin over here. Yes, this is a good start. I picked up 2 already. And this, I believe, is Harold's land. So if I go down here, I reckon I will find Copenhagen. There we go. Okay, so we're actually quite close. Which leaves me with the problem here. I've got to decide, am I going to be friends with Denmark? Am I going to be their best buddy? Or am I going to be a bit of a git? Am I going to go, actually, 4 tiles away. That die looks good. I could be living with that die. Settle here. Settle on, as close as I can to the city-states and maybe one up in this jungle over here. Or maybe, well, I have to think about the spacing a little bit, but just block him off, essentially. Build all over this ridge of territory to stop Copenhagen from advancing north. Now, he won't be particularly happy with me if I did that, but, there are worse things than ruining the Allies' day. We can be living with that. Now, I almost don't want to be adventuring around Copenhagen's lands because I get the feeling that he's going to have taken all the ruins, but, we'll live with that. Now, using the same region, again, we can't upgrade the Pathfinder yet, so barbarian camps, we don't need to know where those are. I will find them soon enough when they try and attack me. Gold, maps, no. Technology, I could get masonry, but I'm building a settler. I don't actually want that any quicker. So, remaining population. Well, hey, get myself another citizen in the capital. And as you can see, I've got another person to play around with here. So, I'll take him off. And actually, what I'm going to do is... I was going to buy that tile. It's too expensive for me. I'm not going to buy that tile. I could probably buy it in 2 turns, but... Actually... do I want to keep it as that? No, I'm just going to put it on any tile that has production on it. So, There we go. We've gone up from 7 to 8 production. It's not a bad thing to do. And hopefully this guy will find myself another ruin. Now, sometimes you almost don't want to explore too much at the start of the game, because if you do want to decide to kill your neighbours, you can't get a diplomatic penalty from the AIs, the computer AIs, until they've discovered you. So if I were to kill Denmark and not to meet any of the other AIs, then you know what you don't know doesn't hurt you. Yeah, you'll be fine. They will live with it. But because I'm a Shoshone, I do want to explore a little bit. I do want to find all of these ruins before Denmark does. Although, again, this composite down there, I don't think is going to have much luck. Now, I've seen a city-state up here, so I'm just going to discover it, get myself some gold. Wonderful. Now, I am going to go back to Mason Carney. 18 turns till border growth. Now, that's going to be picking up the elephant up there, so that's all great. But that's actually 4 tiles away. A city can only work the closest 3 tiles in all directions. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. The elephant's actually out of that. I don't know why it does that sometimes. I've clearly got an elephant in my territory already. There's no competing AI territories that's going to steal that elephant from me. So, you know, maybe it doesn't need to prioritise that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy myself a hill, and I'm going to take my citizen and put it there. And there we go. We're up to 9 production now. I'm probably wasting money at the start of the game, but there's, you know, I would be dubious if there was a really brilliant move with that initial goal that's going to change the game in some way. So, okay, we're going to explore down here, see if we can find ourselves a ruin. I'm going to sort of stick to the coast. I'm going to see if I can find my way around. This is a lot of wine down here. Look at Copenhagen. That is not a bad start. You can get yourself some seriously good culture and faith from is it wine and incense, I think, or is it cathedrals? One of the religious upgrades you can get that are really good if you can, because obviously, you know, was it monasteries or cathedrals? Anyway, one of the religious people, they love their wine, don't they? They'll always find a way of getting it into ceremonies. Mount Kilimanjaro, food and culture. See, I'm finding all of the natural wonders here. I mean, I would still be more tempted to go for King Solomon's Mines, but again, 12 turns. I don't know if I'm going to get there in time. We will see. I think that's the first Pantheon. I haven't seen another one. Turn 20. I'd be surprised if there are too many before that. But God King, I can't be dealing with God King. It's not long term enough, really. Milan. Oh, someone's found Milan before. Only 15 gold. So actually, I might be wading into territory of someone else here. Maybe this elusive extra ruin isn't going to be, you know, what I'm looking for. Now, I could push left, I could go to Copenhagen's lands, I could wade through all of these barbarian territories, get myself some levels, but actually I'm gonna start bringing my bowmen back up to escort my settler to King Solomon's Mines. I want to be setting up a base there. I really like the look of that wonder. You know, it's always satisfying when you can get yourself a wonder. And actually, if I were to split my city where the elephant is, I'd instantly get that elephant when I discover trapping, which is not a bad little mix. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take a pot shot at him. There we go, 52. Again, I've turned combat off. I apologise, but my computer does get a little bit confused when you start asking it too much. So we'll forgive it. Forgive it for now. Actually, Milan is good. I like cultured city-states a lot. They are really, really good. That and religious city-states. They can really get you some extra social policies at the beginning of the game a lot quicker. Once you start to generate a bit of gold, they're not bad at all. And Jerusalem, here we go. Give myself full faith. How many have I got to have? 22 to get a Pantheon. Wow, I'm going to have to find a few more of those. Maybe that's not going to be my day. Okay, so here we go. I have a feeling he will want to finish him, so I've taken my shot. I've got a little XP. I'll leave Denmark to deal with those barbarians. I'm sure he'll thank me for it in the meantime. So, oh, there we go. He's got the mines. I knew that would happen. It always happens. So, let's have a think about this. Do I want those mines? Yes, I really do want those mines. Those would be a great benefit to my lands. But the only way I'm going to get those is to take down that city-state, which is a bit of an aggressive start. I don't normally take down city-states unless you're playing with, you know, Attila the Hun or Mongolia, you know, a really war-based state. But for King Solomon's Mines, I could be tempted. I won't lie to you. It's got my interest. Now, there we go. I knew as soon as I'd find this. Again, Monaco sat right on top of this natural wonder, but I'm not so fussed about my natural wonder. That one is, we can be living with that. That's not too bad. It's only 3 food. It's only 2 culture. It's for production. I was, oh, hello. I'm really getting tired of seeing your face. My hope is that one day you'll just go away or something. Wow, well, he's just started insulting me on what? Turn 24. There we go. I don't know what I've done to him, but there we go. And Spain. Hello, Spain. How are you doing? Lovely to meet you, Isabella. Isabella. Now, I'm really intrigued to see what I've done to Denmark. I'm pretty certain I haven't done anything. They covet lands, but only soft red. Not you know, the bright, blazing, we're going to kill you sort of red. That is unusual. Well, all the more reason to be building a little bit of army, definitely, which is actually good why I've got composites this early. That's another good thing about the Shoshone. At least it sticks me up on the soldiers a little bit. I'm roughly where average is. I don't tend to like dropping below average on soldiers. It gives me the worries. I'm not a fan of it, really. I don't tend to look at these too much until later of the game, but yeah, that's got me worried, actually. Why is he so angry? Oh well. That's where the Spanish are. So, Isabella of Spain. That's got to keep an eye on these natural wonders. They get double output from wonders if they have them in their lands. So, got to be careful about those. Oh, hello. What have I got here? Altitude training. Ah, there we go. Mount Kilimanjaro. I forgot about that. If you bring a unit near Mount Kilimanjaro, maybe the adjacent tile, you get this lovely improvement, altitude training, which gives you extra defense if you're fighting in a hill, which is good for a scout, and double movement in hills as well, so they can really shift along.